What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with my last bowl prediction of the day. And this one is Arkansas State and UCF. This is a very, very not interesting game to me, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I believe the storyline of the two teams is... Let me adjust the camera again. I'm sorry about that. I've been having to adjust it all night. Anyway, you know what? I really appreciate the storylines of these two teams coming in. You know, Arkansas State starting out the season 0-4. When they've been such a respectable team over the last few years. You know, I was a big fan of Freddie Knight and you know what he was able to do with that team before he graduated last year. And then, you know, the fact they were 0-4, able to respond, still, I believe, get a share of the Sun Belt title and be able to finish with a 7-5 record. You know, that was really cool to see. And then UCF, man, they winless last year. They come back, make a bowl game this year. My whole thing is both teams not very good on offense. Have won through some defensive struggles, some close games. You know what? If that's your type of thing, then yeah, like I said, following the storyline all the way through will be important to me. So I mean, obviously I'm going to watch the game all the way through. But let's get right to it. Arkansas State, man, coming in at 7-5. Justice Hansen, 16 touchdowns to 8 interceptions at quarterback. He's had a pretty solid year. This has been a decently balanced offense. Arkansas State's leading rusher, Warren Wand, about 867 and 7 touchdowns on the ground. And then I think Arkansas State's main thing runs through the secondary. From what I've seen this year when I've watched them play, especially when they got hot down the stretch, their secondary is very good. Eight interceptions, but yeah, 8 interceptions between these three guys in the secondary: Blaze Taylor, Cody Brown, and Justin Clifton. Again, guys, you got to watch because this is a ball hawking defense that played pretty well down the stretch. Again, Arkansas State has kind of lived off having a good rushing game and then, you know, having a decent defense over the last couple years. And their defense has been up and down for sure this year. But like I said, this team overall has responded very well. UCF side of things, though, their offense has run through 2 main guys. Again, their offense hasn't been great this year. Mackenzie Milton, the main starting quarterback, has been up and down. He struggled with turnovers. But anyway, Dontravius Wilson at running back, 8 touchdowns. He's not over 1,000 yards. I don't think he's really even close, but 8 touchdowns this year nonetheless. Traquan Smith is their leading receiver, I believe around 500 yards and 8 touchdowns in the air. So, again, another name you got to watch out for. But let's get into the prediction for this game. Because I think Arkansas State's going to come out on top. I think this is actually going to be a 17-13 game. Like I said, I can see a defensive struggle coming out of this game. So, like I said, pay attention to that. But, like, I don't know. I'll be honest here, if there's one bowl game that I won't have too much interest in, it's probably this one. Not to hit on you if you're an Arkansas State fan or a UCF fan. Like I said, both are tremendous storylines coming into this game, and I've really enjoyed seeing the comeback of these two teams either through, you know, the end of last season or just, you know, struggling to start this season. Again, tremendous respect to both teams. So, like I said, this should be an interesting bowl game to watch if you like defense. Anyhow, like I said, give me a follow on Twitter. A link to that's going to be in the description below. And then also, yeah, check out the rest of the playlist. A link to that will be in the description below as well. Subscribe. Like I said, guys, I'm back. I know it had been a while before, but it you know, like I said, I'm graduated, all done with school. I'm really focusing on my career at this point. But like I said, for right now, YouTube is one thing that I really want to stay with, considering, you know, sticking with my sports writing career, and this is obviously very similar. But anyway, enough of me rambling on. So that's pretty much it. See ya.